What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Dragon Ball Legends video. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new sparking characters that are coming to Dragon Ball Legends, and they are very, very cool. We've got a brand new Goku as well as TURLES and Cooler. So overall, some really, really awesome things to talk about here. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so first and foremost, it is really important to note that we do know a few things for sure about these guys, but we don't know the most important things about them, which is the Z abilities that they're going to have. Now, they could be totally based off of episode sagas from the movies, and, you know, they'd all have that tag, and then, therefore, they'd go on, you know, a Broly team where, you know, they'd benefit from Broly's Z ability, and then they'd also possibly have their own Z abilities that buff that tag as well. So if they all have that tag buff, then this is a brand new team that's dropping, and it's going to be absolutely just bonkers, okay? It's going to be ridiculous. Now, that said, you know, we've seen characters, obviously, in the past that have had different tags and benefit different tags than the ones that you'd think that they'd be focused on. For instance, you know, the Hybrid Saiyan tag is on Pan, but Pan buffs female warrior tags. So it's situations like that where, you know, you kind of can derive from that the fact that maybe these aren't going to be all buffing the sagas from the movies tag. So we'll have to see how it goes when they're released. But right now, I'm pretty confident in saying that there's going to be a really, really, really cool team that's going to have at least this TURLES and this Cooler on. And I'm pretty excited to see that happen, you know. Now, let's talk about what we know about them. Now, the Z abilities, again, we don't know them yet, but we're going to get more information very soon, I'd imagine. And then I'd also imagine they're going to come out within the next few days. So as soon as I can, I will be posting a poll video there, assuming that they're good. And I will also be talking about them and just seeing if you guys should actually be going for them as far as summons are concerned. But let's talk about what we know. So, in their descriptions, we are given some information. First off, TURLES' specialty is his powerful blast attack. So he has high blast attack. That's interesting. Hopefully his Z ability is going to buff that in some way, or maybe even one of the other characters, you know, the Goku or the Cooler, are going to also buff the blast attack for characters from movies. So that would be pretty awesome as well. But yeah, special arts, Fruit of the Tree of Might restores his own health and has a chance of applying various effects. So that's nice. Restoring his own health, we're going to have to see how much it is. It's going to sort of determine how relevant this is, but I'm going to guess it's probably going to be like 35 or 40%, something like that, because obviously we've seen from Piccolo, and I believe from the one version of Trunks, that, you know, you can't have characters that are healing everybody on the team, but they're going to be less than ones like Krillin, where they heal just themselves. So obviously Krillin is extreme, has 30%. Piccolo, being the sparking, is 25% for everybody on the team. So that's relevant because, you know, if this is a new sparking character that only heals himself, then it's going to be more than that Krillin, most likely. So we're going to have to see what percentage-wise that is. If I'm understanding everything correctly, that's his main ability. We'll just have to see how it goes, though. Now, going down, we have Goku. Again, both TURLES and Goku are purple, which is fantastic. We needed more purples that were relevant. We also needed more greens that were relevant other than Piccolo, which is nice to see as well. So we got Cooler. Very cool stuff. No pun intended. Goku is an excellent attacker who can change the tides of battle with a sudden comeback. I'm excited to see about that. Using special arts, lend me your energy to gather energy and power up Goku's special move, One-Handed Spirit Bomb. Change the tides of battle with a super-powered One-Handed Spirit Bomb. Awesome stuff. Awesome, awesome stuff, guys. Cannot stress this enough. This mechanic sounds really unique. It sounds really fun, and I'm excited to see how it implements into, you know, normal teams. And also, this is probably going to go on, you know, your typical Saiyan team, which is very exciting as well. So we're going to have to see if he slots into that team or not. Again, really depends on his Z ability. And also, I guess it kind of depends on if, you know, you have Broly already or not. If Broly returns on this banner, maybe we see a lot of people summon for him. But for the time being, I'm going to say that this is probably going to be a pretty big deal on Saiyan teams specifically. You know, we'll just have to see for sure, but it looks promising. Moving on down, we've got Cooler. Unfortunately, not Final Form Cooler. Definitely really want Final Form Cooler. Easily one of my favorite characters in the entire Dragon Ball universe, so pretty excited for the eventual addition of him, but Cooler's fine too. We've got Special Arts Destructive Way, which inflicts bleed and discards one of your opponent's arts cards, which is cool because it sort of just dissipates their momentum. That is really, really important, okay? It's a special art, so obviously you're not going to get it super, super often, but inflicting bleed is pretty good, forces a switch, essentially, unless your opponent just can deal with that and, I guess, just sort of survive with the bleed for however long without dealing with too much. But then discarding one of your opponent's arts cards is where you're going to be reducing their momentum, and this could be very relevant. Again, there's some element of this game where you have to have like every interaction present and actually be using the characters maxed out and ready to rumble in your team, you know, that's buffing them and everything. But purely from the statistics, purely from, you know, the paragraphs that we've been given on these characters so far, Cooler looks pretty interesting. I'm excited to see him used, and I do think that his special arts is going to be pretty awesome. Now, based off of this, I can't really recommend if you guys should go ahead and summon or not, because obviously we don't have enough information to really determine that. But for the time being, if you have Broly, you're probably going to be summoning on this banner, especially if, again, the Z abilities are like exactly what we want them to be, okay? If the Z abilities totally, you know, are ridiculous and buff the Sagas from the Movies tag, then we're totally going to love them. It's going to be awesome. But actually, you know what? Thinking about it, TURLES is going to be really interesting, even more interesting than I thought, because that's a special arts card. I read that wrong. I thought it was a main ability card. So, Fruit of the Trio Might's definitely not going to be, you know, 40% or whatever, but if it's a decent percent, then we're definitely going to see a very, very powerful new addition to a lot of different teams, because generally defense-type characters in this game, you know, healing and health in general is something that's just ridiculous, and once you start adding multipliers to it, it gets even more ridiculous pretty quickly. You know, for instance, if you actually go to some of the current teams that are running Kid Gohan, and, you know, they're also running, like, Trunks and Pan and stuff like that, for all their buffs, some of them are running additional health, max health buffs with Cyberman, and I believe Pikkon also does nice health buff to Gohan and gets him up to like 475,000. I think it's even possible, if you have him maxed out, to get him to 500,000 health right now, which is ridiculous. Add into the fact that, you know, you're going to be running Piccolo for his additional damage. You know, that's even more ridiculous. You're going to be able to gain a stupid amount of health back after that, which is just crazy. So overall, guys, I mean, there's some really, really interesting things at play right now, and, you know, with extremes and with generally what these guys could bring as far as synergies are concerned, it could be very, very fun. And obviously they're all going to be very, very powerful in their own ways, but I think that they could be powerful in their own rights on their own team, which would be a movie-based team. So based on that tag specifically. Now, guys, we don't have much to do, but we do have something. We've got our daily Ultra Space Time summon number 2 YOLO summon to do. So let's go ahead and pop that. And we're not looking amazing, I'm going to say. This is probably going to be a hero right off the bat. We got no pods. We got no Super Saiyan. We're getting beat up, man. We're getting beat up. We've got Silver Text. Oh, my God. We're getting overwhelmed. We're blowing up. Oh, and we got a Guldo. Is that that is a level 4 limit break. Okay, that's fine. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. 20 Chrono Crystals for 4,237 additional power. That's not too bad, man. I will definitely take it. And again, we've got just a little under 3 weeks left to go on the Ultra Space Time summon number 2. So definitely still have some time to pull some decent pulls. But at the moment, you know, I have pretty much everything I want out of this banner. That said, I will obviously take more Z power on Pan, on Kid Gohan, and on Trunks. I mean, I'd take any of them, obviously, for 20 apiece. I mean, I'd max out every single one of them. But, like, I'd like Vegeta just for future proofing. So if we get, like, a really, really solid core for a red team, then I can make that. And then, obviously, I also want Super Saiyan Goku Z power because, you know, who doesn't? I mean, he gets really ridiculously powerful as time goes on. And as Saiyan teams get more support, I think he's going to be even better. So excited about that, and hopefully we get some more sparkings, maybe 1 or 2 by the time this banner leaves. And then obviously we also have the Ultra Ticket summon number 2 that we're going to be summoning on in just about 5 days from now. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, guys, that's going to be about it for this one. Let me know what you think of the new characters down below. I'm really excited for them, and I'm really happy that Bandai seems to be releasing characters at a pretty frequent rate, and it also seems like they're pretty bent on just making it so there's more strategies in this game than just, you know, make a Saiyan team and win with a Saiyan team. So overall, pretty excited, and I hope you guys are as well. I'm also excited to see if they add some androids with the new update whenever that actually comes. It'll be soon, whenever the new banner gets added. If they add some more androids, I'll be excited. So All around, pretty cool stuff. Hope you guys are as hyped as I am for more Dragon Ball Legends content in the future. As always, thank you for supporting the channel. Dragon Ball Central entering our second week of operation. It's been a fun one. Thank you all for the support. Really appreciate it. As always, if you have any ideas for future videos, whether it be Dragon Ball Legends, Dokkan Battle, anything else, let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next one, peace.